Hey dad, came to give you a message. Could never get a hold of you, bad reception. 17 years ago we lost connection. I'm 17 now, still stressing. Felt like I got blamed for your mess. If you knew how much pain and how much stress. But then again, you don't care. If you did, why ain't you here or even there? There from my brother was very rare. Let my family gave them a big scare, but you had to do it for yourself. I bet you were so drunk that you had no doubts. Had time to find me, but time's out. So I had to leave. I felt someone to help me through this path. Would you turn around if you could have me back? Shame on you, Dad. Shame on you, Dad. How could you do this, Dad? How could you do this, Dad? Were you Daddy, Daddy, Daddy? You know Daddy to me. Shame on you, Dad. Shame on you, Dad. How could you do this, Dad? How could you do this, Dad? Were you Daddy, Daddy, Daddy? Hey Dad, wondering if you're listening, realizing what kind of mess I'm in. And I'm still wondering why you were never ever calling. You made me, then you left me. Was I a mistake to you? Or were you bored and just wanted something to do? This is all your fault, Dad, you know I hate you. I'm nothing like you, but you run through my veins. Some of your thoughts must run through my brain, but I can never put my mom in that kind of pain. Even when she's upset, she can always call my name. Cause you're weak, you left, it was all too much. People claim you cared a little, little ain't enough. But Dad, I wish I could meet you, so I could say hi, bye, then destroy you. Shame on you, Dad. Shame on you, Dad. How could you do this, Dad? How could you do this, Dad? Were you Daddy, Daddy, Daddy? You know Daddy to me. Shame on you, Dad. Shame on you, Dad. How could you do this, Dad? How could you do this, Dad? Were you Daddy, Daddy, Daddy? 1994, the year I was born. My arms were torn, could not breathe, so the hospital just kept me warm. But I guess you would not know about that. Let my family all alone, just went behind their backs. Can't believe, Dad, you would do that. You made me always pissed off. You gave me all of these damn dark thoughts. To me, losing a family is a big loss. You say have 20 other kids, why not? To any woman you think is hot, go to any place of beer, hot spot. Everyone said you would drink a lot. Apparently you were not in the pot, but I can never know for myself. Wonder, Dad, if you went off and killed yourself, or drove one too many times. DUI, drove straight into a tree, then you died. If that happened, I would not be surprised. Or got AIDS from taking one too many joyrides. But I know if your life's a lie, so that's why I write these letters. Sadly, this pain goes on and on forever. I don't got one picture with me and you together. Shame on you, Dad. Shame on you, Dad. How could you do this, Dad? How could you do this, Dad? Were you Daddy, Daddy, Daddy? You know Daddy to me. Shame on you, Dad. Shame on you, Dad. How could you do this, Dad? Could you do this, Dad? Were you Daddy, Daddy, Daddy? You know Daddy to me.